We've been talking a lot today at Blackburn Darwen Food Resilience Alliance about how we can become more sustainable as a borough and help our residents to help themselves. Now, you work at the Help Hub, don't you, Audrey?
I do, yeah.
Now, that was initially set up in response to the COVID pandemic, but it's kind of evolved from there, hasn't it?
It does, yeah. So there's usually about a team of 10 of us that are answering phone calls for each individual needs. We're very person-centred. We'll listen to what everybody's got to say, and then we will signpost or refer to relevant agencies to put support in place for what that family or each individual needs at that time.
I know that there's been a lot of focus on food parcels during the crisis. So actually it goes way beyond the parcel, doesn't it? So people might come to you initially about a parcel, but are there examples of where actually they've needed a lot more support than that?
Yeah, so we've worked with families who have been affected financially through the crisis, where one partner would lose a job or have their hours cut. So we would look at supporting the family financially for food. So whilst that food was in place, then they could prioritise the debts, obviously from the mortgage arrears or the rent arrears to avoid eviction. So the family could remain in their homes, yeah. So it's had a massive impact, really.
You're also linking with Blackburn Darwen Adult Learning, is that right, about helping people to learn to cook again on a budget?
Yeah, and also the COVID Winter Grant now has been, there is a pocket of funding that's left, so that's enabled the voluntary texters like Rummage Rescuers to put in place like healthier options for cooking. So a perfect example, slow cooker. So I spoke to a lady the other week and she spoke about how she'd cooked the week before and really enjoyed it, and it brought so much nostalgia back to her. So she thought she would benefit through a slow cooker. So the referral went through to Rummage Rescuers and she was planning on batch cooking and feeling that nostalgia and a happier place to be.
And eating more nutritionally as a result.
Absolutely, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So the Help Hub is really about that wraparound support for residents of the borough, helping them with food, finance and friends, is that right?
It is, yeah. So we offer support for finance, debts, health, wellbeing, mental health, adult learning. There's a list of things that we do. Training, employment, getting online. If you're feeling isolated and want that connection through online support, we can signpost to services for that. Access to food and essential items. So if anybody, yourself or anybody in your community is struggling, then we ask you to give us a call on 01254 588 111 and somebody will be there to support you.